Welcome, spiritual travelers, to another Mystic Owl Pick a Card reading. Today, the theme is, what is your spirit animal and what does it have to tell you? We have 9 piles today to pick from. Pile 1 with the Ace of Clubs. We have pile 2 with the 2 of Diamonds. Pile 3 with the 3 of Hearts. Pile 4 with the 4 of Diamonds. Pile 5 with the 5 of Clubs. Pile 6 with the 6 of Spades. 7 with the 7 of Hearts, pile 8 with the 8 of Spades, and 9 with the 9 of Hearts. So, use your intuition as per usual. Please pick one pile, maybe 2 if you feel like it. Remember, this is a general reading, so please only take what resonates with you and leave the rest behind. And on that, let's move on to pile 1. Hello there, pile 1 with the Ace of Clubs, which represents the Ace of Wands in the standard tarot deck, which is the card of a new inspiration or creativity, a new passion coming to light. Let's find out what your spirit animal is and why they're here with you right now by looking at your cards. You have Number 16, the Coyote Spirit, trust in divine detours. Interesting, based on those 2 cards, I sense that there's a block at the moment in whatever it is that you're trying to manifest. If you have a passion or some sort of creative task that you're working on, you may find that you're coming across a sudden pause or a need to change directions, but it's for the greater good. The universe has your best interests at heart. So just go with the flow and see where it goes. So just follow your guides, trust in the Coyote Spirit leading you on your path, and just see where it goes. Your next card is ask for your needs to be met. God and the angels can come to your aid only if you make a free will choice to be helped. And it begins with asking. It doesn't matter how you ask God for help, but only that you do so. The same holds true with clearly asking other people to assist you. Interesting. So if you're having trouble with a certain issue or something's just not working out the way you had planned, that card is basically indicating it's time for you to ask your guides and your God or the universe, whatever entity you call it, for help and assistance on your next step and to help you achieve your goals or to change your path, basically. With the Ace of Clubs here being the Ace of Wands, I see that you've got a real drive to achieve something, and this card is basically saying that you can achieve your dreams, but if you need to ask for help, then now is the time to do it. On that pile 1, let's get some further messages and insight from the 5-cent tarot deck. I also see you've got number 16 here, which reduces to 7, which is a highly spiritual number about being in contact with your guides, being spiritually attuned. There are your cards. Ooh, okay. You got 4 cards. I was only going to get 3, but 4 flew out, so let's see what they are. Your first card, pile 1, is the 8 of Buttons, which is the card of actually working on a trade and working hard to master a skill, making something with your hands, or just really being dedicated to the cause and actually learning the skills required to become a master at something. I sense that you are trying to actually learn a new skill or to bring something into fruition, to manifest something in your own reality, but maybe you're struggling with it. I sense that you are struggling with it. Things aren't working out the way you had hoped. But now is the time to really pray for help or to ask for help from your friends and family or someone that is an expert that can guide you on your path and how to actually achieve your goals. The next part the card that you have here is Strength in Reverse. It says self-doubt, insecurity, and weakness. I sense that that's where you are right now, that you're things haven't actually gone the way that you had hoped for. So now you're starting to really doubt your abilities, but you just need to keep working and ask for help if that's what you need to do. The next card you have that jumped out of the deck too is the Chariot in Reverse. And look at that, self-discipline. So that's all about you actually, yeah. Being self-disciplined, continuing, persevering. If you really want to master a new skill, if there's something that you want to become the best at, or at least learn the ins and outs of it, you need to just keep working at it. And don't doubt yourself, Pile 1. There's always going to be setbacks, and you may need to change your goals to really adapt and to take a new path. But just go with the flow, but ask for help if you need to. And your final card here is responsibility. Sorry, the Knight of Buttons and responsibility. Okay, patience. Patience is a virtue. So basically, this will come into fruition. You can actually achieve this goal. Whatever this is that you are working on, whether it be a project or a new relationship, learning a new skill, or sort of mastering something in your reality, it will take time. The Knight of Buttons is the card of continual work and knowing that you can persevere and grow something through patience and perseverance. You just need to employ some self-discipline and believe yourself. Don't allow your self-doubt to get on top of you. And finally, Pile 1, another message from the Shamanic Medicine Guide Oracle deck. Is the card of Lower World and the Past. Which is the card of really tapping into ancestral knowledge. So I sense that your guides, your ancestors, that they're here to assist you on your journey and actually to fulfilling this task and to actually guide you through whatever change is coming your way. But also with the underworld and past, I sense that maybe in the past you've really struggled to persevere when things haven't always worked out for you. But don't give up now. I sense that you're almost ready for a breakthrough, Pile 1. If you continue on like the coyote on his quest to find some prey, that you will actually achieve your goals very soon, because you've got a breakthrough here with the Ace of Wands. That's all I have for you, Pile 1. Now let's move on to Pile 2. Hello, Pile 2, with the Two of Diamonds, which relates to the Two of Pentacles in the Standard Tarot, which is all about balance and trying to juggle more than one activity or task at the same time. Let's find out what your spirit animal is and why they're here for you right now. You have, well, that's pretty cool. You have number 2. It's a beautiful synchronicity, which is the antelope spirit. Life is speeding up. That's I just shuffle the cards and just place them down. I ask the universe for certain cards. I take what flies out and I don't look at them beforehand, but that's pretty fucking amazing. Nice synchronicity. It's a good start. Life is speeding up. And you also have the card of savings. As you consistently save for your future is saved. You do your future self a big favor as you consistently set aside present funds. This is a part of your self-care and path to feeling secure as you focus upon your life purpose. There you go. So with the Two of Pentacles, I sense that you have more than one responsibility, more than one financial responsibility. And sometimes it gets a little bit troubling and taxing for you, but That was an unexpected pun with taxing. But now is the time for you to actually start setting some money aside, pile two, so that you can really invest in your future and undertake some self-care. And life is speeding up. So there's an indication here that there's a need for you to actually have some money soon. Maybe there's going to be a need to sort of to really spend some money unexpectedly, or at least invest it in something new, whether you need to go overseas for something, to look after your health, or to go on an unexpected holiday, maybe to share or donate money to friends or family. There's a reason that you'll need to start saving some money in your near future. So the Antelope Spirit is really here to tell you that now is the time to start saving some money, as things are really going to amp up for you very shortly. On that, pile two, let's get some further messages from the Five Cent Tarot deck about your near future. I love how the little cherub, or the little angel in the savings card, is playing with the flowers, which kind of resemble the bouquet at the back here. The Antelope Spirit really reminds me also of like the Knight of Swords, just rushing into something, going full steam ahead. Okay, so we'll start with the two cards that jumped out of the deck there. The first card that came out is the Seven of Buttons. Buttons related to Pentacles, which is all about your finances and material wealth. It does say here perseverance and rewards. So it's all in diligence. It's all about you actually starting to save some money to continue working on whatever it is that you've been working on. And just know that if you invest some time of it, that it will repay you dividends, but just to put some of that money aside too, so that you can keep it for a rainy day, because I sense in the future you're going to need to. But not only that, I also have a feeling for you, pile two, that the hard work and perseverance that you've been dedicating to a certain task in the past may not have paid off, but in the near future with the Antelope Spirit here, that things are really going to take off, so that those rewards will really start coming back to you very shortly. The next card that you have is the Sun in reverse. Discontent. It says here mania and pessimism. Let's find out what other cards you have. You also have the Nine of Needles, which is hopelessness and anxiety. And your final tarot card is the Six of Matches and Acclaim. Okay. Success and victory. So they're got some very polarizing cards here with the Seven of Buttons and the Six of Matches. There's an indication that you are finally going to reap some rewards from your hard work, that success is coming your way, but not just success, that you're actually going to be recognized publicly about whatever it is that you've been working on. It also says here with the Sun card in reverse and the card of Nine of Needles and a hopelessness, that things may not always turn out the way that you have planned. I really sense now with the Two of Pentacles and balance that you've got here and the Two of Diamonds, that you have a choice to make, basically. And I really think it's about you actually starting to invest in yourself. That you need to actually put some money aside based on whatever it is that you've been working on. All of this hard work needs to go somewhere. You need to actually put some money aside from that hard work so that you can actually invest in your future, because I sense that this is kind of like the Two of Swords. There's a bit of a crossroads here coming up in your future. Things are speeding up, and soon you're going to have to make a decision as to which way to go. And it could really lead to some heartache and anxiety, or you could really come out on top with the Six of Matches. But if you actually spend some time putting aside some money and investing time in yourself, then everything will be okay. I really sense that that if you prepare for your future right now, pile 2, then you can actually avoid this. So don't stress too much about it. The cards are basically saying, just look after yourself now and everything will be okay in your near future. Finally, let's get one more card from the Shamanic Medicine Oracle deck. There it is. You have the card of air and creativity. It's a beautiful card. So what I'm getting from that for you, pile 2, well, first of all, air and creativity. Creativity really being related to the Wands deck, the Wands suit, and your passion, going after whatever it is you're passionate about. Tapping into some higher wisdom with the air spirit here, and being able to really push forward and to manifest your goals here. I also sense that it's time for you to be creative in terms of how you can actually make some money. So I am sensing that there's something that you can do. There's some sort of task that you can undertake, or if you really sit down and think about how you can make some more money and sort of think outside of the box, that you can actually save some more money and really like secure your future so that everything will be all right for you and you can avoid this discontent and this hopelessness. Now is the time to really set some goals and to really be creative in how you can actually invest in your future, pile 2. I hope that resonated. If it did, please like and subscribe, and let's move on to pile 3. Welcome, pile 3, with the 3 of Hearts, which relates to the 3 of Cups in the Standard Tarot, which is all about celebration, having fun, partying, being around friends and family. Let's find out what your spirit animal is and why they're here with you right now. You have number 32, Hawk Spirit. Let Spirit be your guide. Nice. That's a lovely card, a very spiritual card. And you also have Take a Divinely Guided Change. All positive change and successful ventures involve a degree of risk, and you are ready to follow your divine guidance to new territories. As you leave behind that which is comfortable and familiar but no longer appropriate for you, you make room for new and more meaningful opportunities. Okay, pile 3, you are being guided by your spirit guides, or your hawk spirit even, to really take a chance, take a risk. To let go of things that aren't serving you, and to move forward on a new path, basically. One which is more in line with who you are, one which is more in line with your authentic self, and that really sort of leads you towards your North Node and actually towards your life purpose, which I suspect involves probably being in the public and actually uplifting other people and being around your family and friends. So it's time for you to really get out there and to try new things, to leave behind those things that just aren't bringing you joy anymore, or that you know just aren't serving you, whether it be certain negative or bad habits, or leaving behind friends and family that just don't have your best interests at heart, basically. You're being guided to really find your true path and to go with it gusto, so that you can actually be the best version of yourself. On that pile 3, let's get some further messages from the 5 Cent Tarot deck. I also noticed too, with the Take a Divinely Guided Chance, that card has a purple background, purple being related to or associated with the crown chakra. Well, that's violet, and the third eye, that you are really quite in tune with your guides, that you are open to receiving the messages from your spirit guides, which isn't surprising because 3 for me is the number of expansion and actually being open to new realms and to new experiences. Also, with 32 and the Hawk Spirit, 32 reducing to 5, which is the number of change in taking a new direction, it's time for you to really go after whatever it is that you wish to manifest in your life. Okay, your first card that just came out then that flipped is the Queen of Cups, which is a beautiful synchronicity. The Queen of Cups relating to the Queen of Cups being a water sign, so Pisces, Scorpio, or Cancer. Generally, I see it being related to the sign of Pisces, actually. Being in balance emotionally, being in emotional balance and having control of your emotions. It says here being calm and comfort and providing compassion for those around you. So your path in life, pile 3, is to really provide warmth and comfort for people that need it in life, to be compassionate and to tap into that tap into your heart space and to operate from your heart and to really let go of things that aren't serving you so that you can actually draw energy from your most authentic version of yourself, from your soul. Your next card that you have is the card of Page of Matches in reverse. It says here setbacks, procrastination, and aimless. Oh, there you go. So pile 3, 3s are always the very spiritual and spiritually attuned group. And once again, pile 3, you haven't let me down. You've got the High Priestess that's come out here. Inner voice, subconscious, and intuition. You're very, very attuned to the callings of your higher self, and it's time for you to really take heed of that call, to change path and to operate from your heart space so that you can guide others on their journey. I do sense that you're struggling to do it, though, with the card of Page of Matches in reverse and setbacks and procrastination, that this isn't something that has come easily to you. But just know that that when you continue to work on yourself, that you'll get more and more rewards from it, and that your guides will support you. Your final card that you've got is the 5 of Matches in reverse, and I was just saying this isn't easy. It says here compromise and harmony. So you're really going to have to sort of surrender some aspects of yourself that I suspect isn't really something that you're really looking forward to. It's a real sort of sacrifice in the sense that those aspects or traits that you undertake or have are things that you actually enjoy or just don't really want to let go of. But it's within your calling to do so, because you have a higher calling, pile 3. The Hawk Spirit here is guiding you to really see things from a higher perspective and to answer the call of your higher self and your spirit guides. Finally, pile 3. Let's get some further messages from the Shamanic Medicine Oracle deck. Awesome. Okay, there you go. That's amazing. So you have the polar bear, which could also be a spirit animal that's guiding you right now. So you've got the hawk spirit and the polar bear. The polar bear being really about solitude, taking some time alone. The polar bear operates in solitude to find its prey and to really look after itself, so that and to look after its young too when it needs to. But it hibernates on its own, and it really lives a life of solitude. But it's all about you actually tapping into some higher knowledge, so that you can find your north node. You can find your higher calling, pile 3, your journey, your your purpose in life, why you're here. And I really suspect it's to help others in need, to work from your heart space and to provide compassion, caring, and kindness through your higher self. I sense that you'll be like a channel, and providing some wisdom and guidance for those people that really need it. So it's time for you to let go of those things that aren't serving you, Pile 3, to tap into your higher self and to follow your North Node, and just to know that you are guided and protected. And on that, let's move on to Pile 4. Welcome, Pile 4, with the 4 of Diamonds, which relates to the 4 of Pentacles in the standard tarot deck, which is all about holding on to something so tightly, or fear of losing something that really is important to you in your material world. Maybe it's time for you to release some attachments to things and to open up to new experiences. On that, let's find out what your spirit animal is and why it's here. Okay, you have number 50, which is the Rhino spirit. Overcome any obstacle. Interesting. And you have the card of block out distractions. Your life purpose and other priorities need your undivided attention. So it's time for you to take charge of your schedule and working environment by turning off electronics and avoiding anyone or anything that distracts you from what's important. You already know what these distractions are, and you have the power to responsibly block them out. Okay, so for you, Pile 4, I think the things that you're holding on to are things that you do not want to sort of let go of right now. And I sense that you already know what they are based on that card. Whether it's tuning out and turning away from your electronics, or maybe letting go of some negative or bad habits, or just sort of focusing on some things that you've kind of been avoiding, because I sense that it's really holding you back, that you could really be moving forward in life and actually taking charge and really blossoming here if you were to let go and overcome these obstacles and to not hold on so tightly to some things that just aren't serving you. Let's get some further messages for you, Pile 4, with the 5-cent tarot deck. I do see, actually, too, Pile 4, that the rhino on his front horn has a crown. You also have what looks to be like a lei sitting on top of the head of the angel in the card of block out distractions. So I do sense that you know, or that you're being guided to really change your life, or to let go of some habits, or to just get rid of things that aren't serving you. This isn't really news to you. I sense that you are well attuned to that higher wisdom, and that you know that there's things that you need to sort of get on top of and take control of. But I do know what it's like firsthand, really, to just continue doing things that you know aren't good for you just because they're kind of habits. You know that they're not what you're supposed to be doing, or that you should let them go and move on to something bigger and better, that your life could be so much better if you make changes. And they don't necessarily have to be big changes, and you don't have to do them all at once, but you know that if you actually start making some changes, that you really could be a lot more optimistic and positive. But it's kind of hard because it's what you know, it's what you've always been doing, and to venture into the unknown sometimes is scary. But I sense that if you really take the rhino by the horns here, and take control, that your future is going to be something that you could never have imagined. Let's find out what your tarot cards have to say. Your first card is the 10 of Cups in reverse. Disharmony, dysfunction. Oh, wow. Okay. You have the Two of Cups in reverse, which also says disharmony, distrust, and tension. You have the Five of Needles, disagreement, surrender. Your final tarot card is the Knight of Buttons, responsibility, patience, and accomplishment. All right. So, firstly, you have the word disharmony twice in these two cards, pile 4, which is a real indication that your life probably right now isn't the most harmonious. I'm not sure what's going on, but I do sense that it's time for you, 4 also being the number of a solid foundation and being really grounded. It's time for you to start rebuilding your life one step at a time, like the Knight of Buttons, really slowly, but very surely, one step at a time, so that you can actually find some harmony and find some balance. I think this Rhino spirit here is basically saying you need to really take your life by the horns, to let go of the things that aren't serving you and to really focus and change your life one step at a time. Because you've got here the Five of Needles. It does say disagreement, but I think it's time for you to surrender those things that aren't serving you. But with patience, pile 4, you can accomplish your goals. Like, there is hope in this reading, in the sense that your guides are supporting you and pushing you forward in trying to change your life so that you can actually really manifest your goals here. On that, pile 4, let's get another message from the Shamanic Medicine Oracle deck. I do sense that when you actually take responsibility for those things that you may have been putting your head in the sand with, pile 4, or ignoring, or just hoping that you can ignore or just pretend don't exist, that you can turn the Ten of Cups and the Two of Cups in the upright position and actually be in harmony with the universe and happy, living in a place of happiness and joy. The Ten of Cups is a card of family bliss and having your dreams come true. And the Two of Cups is about manifesting an amazing relationship, whether that be a close friendship or a partnership, a love interest. Your life could really take off when you actually start focusing on those small things that you need to change and tweak. You have the card here of crystals, which is amplification, which indicates that you may get some benefits from actually working with crystals, pile 4. If there's a certain crystal that resonates with you, then it's probably time to meditate with it, to use it when you're saying positive affirmations or prayers in order to really amplify the strength of those affirmations and those words. But I also sense with amplification, it's really about expansion, that you can really grow here, pile 4, into something truly amazing if you just take the first step today to changing your life. That's all I have for you, pile 4. Now let's move on to pile 5. Welcome, pile 5, with the Five of Clubs, related to the Five of Wands in the Standard Tarot deck, which is about battling other people and having to defend yourself, in a sense, basically. Defend your passions, defend your thoughts, your convictions, and your values. Let's find out what your spirit animal is by looking at your spirit animal card. You have number 38 and the lizard spirit. Dream the world into being. Okay, wow, you're a powerful being. And your angel oracle card. Have courage to ask for and accept help. Asking for help is a sign of strength. as is accepting it as it is offered to you. That's a tongue twister. Very often, when you ask God for help, prayers are answered through other people. Be sure to accept this assistance, as well as give it to others as you are guided. Okay, I think with your pile 5, I'm sensing that you're there's something that you want to do, or you're holding back on something. There's you have a dream or a path or a thought that you want to create or take action on, but you're a little bit worried, I sense, about what other people will think and having to defend yourself. Either that, or you have a task that you need to undertake. There's something that you need to do, and you're just not entirely sure if you have the capabilities to do it on your own, I sense. And maybe you're struggling a little bit to ask for help, that you're a little afraid, or maybe even a little too proud to ask for help for someone. But I do sense that now is the time for you to really get out there and, well, ask for help for somebody, with either from your friends and your family, your colleagues, if it's something work-related, your boss, maybe a bank loan or something to get some finances if you're having some issues in that sense. Or even to ask for help from your guides. Because whatever it is, it's really time for you to take action on it, I sense. Dream the world into being. I really sense that this is a very important task that you have to undertake, but sometimes really getting out there and asking for help is not so easy. Let's find out what the 5 Centauri deck has to say for you, pile 5. It might also be just some guidance that you need too, pile 5, on a certain situation. Maybe you're going back and forth in your mind. So the 5 of Wands could be about you sort of really being in your own head about something, or just not being so certain or sure on a situation. And maybe you just need to ask for help and get some guidance from your friends and from your loved ones. But the lizard spirit reminds me kind of like the snake spirit, in terms of like losing your skin and healing, shedding your skin and actually becoming new and fresh. So I do sense that this is really weighing you down. Whatever it is, it's on your mind, and it's probably just time to really ask for help, or even just to talk to someone about whatever it is that's on your mind too. Okay, there are 2 cards that came out for you there. Pile 5 is the High Priestess, which I think came out for pile 3 too. Inner voice, subconscious, intuition. And you have the 10 of matches. There you go. Lovely. Dream your world into being. 10 of matches being about accomplishment and actually finishing something, getting to the end of a cycle and actually letting go of your burdens. It's time for you to let go of your burdens. I sense that if you ask for help, that it will really allow you to move forward. That you can, I think what you need to do, pile 5, is to really rely on your own intuition and tap into that higher wisdom. But also maybe to just sort of use some other people around you as a sounding board. Sometimes when I know that I'm struggling to make a decision in life, I I come up with my own sort of reasoning, and I have an idea on what I want to do, but sometimes you just need to tell somebody else what you're planning or thinking just to get that reassurance, or maybe even to see things from a different perspective so you can make the most informed decision, basically. And I sense that's what you need to do right now, Pile 5. You need to get more information and knowledge from the people around you in order to be able to get the best result in this situation. You also have here the 6 of buttons, generosity and sharing. I'm really struggling to speak right now. And that might be related to, I think, I'm really struggling to put my words together in this reading here, Pile 5. And it might be because I sense that you're also really finding it hard to find the words in order to ask for help or to actually vocalize whatever it is that's on your mind and causing you a little bit of anxiety or pain. But you just need to really find a way to get it out there so that you can actually let go of this burden and actually move forward. And your last final card, okay, is the 7 of Needles in reverse. Confession. Two-faced, right. So that's just given us a little bit more insight into what's going on. Potentially there's something that you need to be open about and confess to a friend, a colleague, a loved one. Maybe there's something that you've done in the past that may have hurt someone, or you just feel a little bit guilty or unsure about, maybe even. Doesn't necessarily have to be something that you've done, but it could just be a thought that you have, or even just confessing the fact that you are unsure of the next step, or that you're unsure in your own abilities. But it does say here in the 6 of buttons card, it says here generosity. It also says sharing. So it's time for you to share what's on your mind and to make the most informed decision based on your own intellect and the higher wisdom and intuition that you are tapping into, but also from the guidance that you're receiving from both your guides and your family and friends and loved ones. On that, Pile 5, let's get one more card from the Shamanic Medicine Guidebook. Your card is the Stone People Knowing. Wow, that's awesome. So I am sensing that there's a lot of faces here in the Stone People. I am sensing that that's how you are feeling at the moment. You have a lot of different thoughts on a certain situation, but that card also indicates to me that it might be worthwhile sort of vocalizing and sharing your thoughts and getting opinions from multiple different people in order to really tap into a different perspective or the most informed decision. I do see a lot of orange red here in these cards too, indicating that it might be worthwhile really taking some time out and grounding yourself to just get away from this situation for a while. I sense for you, Pile 5, maybe stop thinking about it so much and allowing it to cause you anxiety and stress. But if you just take a break, maybe go for a walk, take your shoes off and go walk in the grass or in the sand at the beach or something, and just get your mind off this situation. And sometimes the best solution just comes to you when you least expect it. That's all I have for you, Pile 5. Let's move on to Pile 6. Hello, Pile 6 with the 6 of Spades, which is the 6 of Wands in the Standard Tarot deck, with the card of victory and acclaim, being a leader and really achieving something and getting acknowledgement and reward for it. Let's find out what animal is your spirit animal and why it's here with you. You have number 41, Nightingale spirit, and love is all around. Okay. I think you have a gift. The Nightingale is a very beautiful song. And also, with these flowers, that actually sort of look like megaphones to me. I think it's time for you to share your gift with with your friends and family, or to really sort of release that talent that you have. And also, you have the card of clearing debts. Interesting. I think she's riding a unicorn. Nice. Your self-care involves removing the heavy burden of financial and emotional debts from your life. You already feel lighter and freer just by facing this topic and making a plan to clear present obligations and avoid future ones as well. Okay. Right, what I do see, firstly, is a lot of green in these two cards. So there's a lot of turquoise or aquamarine, emerald, in the Nightingale card here. And also like a lime or a light green in the clearing debts related to your heart chakra. So it's time to really operate from a place of love. And I sense that with clearing debts for you, whether it be financial debts or emotional debts, or just owing somebody a favor, returning a favor to someone, or whatever it may be, it's about really forgiving yourself to start with for allowing yourself to be in that situation, but to also ask from a place of compassion and kindness for some generosity and assistance when you need it. If you need to return a favor to someone else, really, really share the love, I sense, Pile 6. I'm just drawn to this card with the woman riding the unicorn with the rainbow. I just think it's hilarious. It's quite distracting, actually. But I also sense that you actually, if it is a financial debt for you, Pile 6, then I really sense that there's another way for you to be able to get on top of it. That you really have a calling, you have a special gift, whether it be you can sing, you have a magical and beautiful voice, or there's something that you have that you can share with the world, and that you need to get out and share your love with the people around you. And you will receive like acclaim and recognition for this, I think, whether it be just actually repaying the debt, and that will bring back dividends for you and move you forward in life, or actually finding a way to get on top of some financial debts by following a certain passion or being creative. I sense that this is a really positive reading. Let's get some further messages from the 5-cent tarot deck. Oh, there's your first card. Clearing of debts too. There's a rainbow in that card there, Pile 6. It might be about you looking, like moving towards finding the pot of gold at the end of the rainbow, you know? That your times are changing, that whatever you've been through is coming to an end, and there's a lot of prosperity in your future, I sense. But just remember to sort of share that with the people in need and the people that have really helped you through the hard times too. You've got there the 6 of Spades, but I'm really thinking now of like the 6 of Pentacles, which is the guy that really shares his wealth with the people in need. And it's because he knows that it's a law of cause and effect, I guess. So what you put out comes back to you, but also that we've all been through some hard times and that we all need help sometimes. So it's really about being generous with those people in need, because you know that at some point in your life, you're also going to need help too. And by giving when you can, you're almost sure to get that back to you when you need it in your future. So the 3 cards that I have for you, Pile 6, you have the 6 of Cups, which I think is a beautiful synchronicity as we're talking about this. Innocence, playfulness, and joy, I think. And you've also got lovers all around. So it's time for you to really share the love, I think, to put yourself out there, show the world what you've got, show them your talents, but also be generous and kind, and know that give recognition also to those people that have really guided and helped you on your path to where you are right now. You've got the Queen of Needles here. Honest and unbiased. The Queen of Needles. So you could be an air sign potentially, also with the music coming out of the Nightingale spirit card, and the woman riding the unicorn in the air. You could be an air sign, so you may have a lot of Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius in your chart, Sun, Moon, or Rising. But it's about just being honest, being your authentic self, sharing love and joy, opening your heart to the people around you, and allowing yourself to be out in the public in your true glory, basically. Just sharing love and just allowing that to come back to you too. Your final card, okay. That's thrown me off. The final card is the Devil and restriction, excess release. I do sense that that's a warning for you to not really work from that space, but to to really remember that we've all been through some hard times, and it's time for you to let go of that, to move on from this energy of restriction, and to really be in the limelight. I sense Pile 6. Your final tarot card is the card of the Messenger in reverse. It does say ignorance and disregard, but I sense that you're here to really turn that the other way around, and to actually share a message of love and joy, and to show the world what you can do when you put your mind to something. You have the ability to really overcome some debts, to pay back the people that have helped you and guided you, and to share your talents so that you can actually really give back to those people in the world. Finally, Pile 6. Let's get a card from you from the Shamanic Medicine Oracle deck. There it is. Okay. Yeah, there you go. You've got the card of water and expression. That is a beautiful card to come out right now. Expression. It's really time. These cards are calling for you to express some talent that you have, or to really express what's on your mind, to be the Queen of Needles, and to speak from a higher intellect and a higher knowledge, to gift the world with some talent that you have. I do see the colors here. This is almost identical with the water card and expression, and the turquoise in the Nightingale card, that you need to work from your heart space, to open your heart up, to share your creative talents, and to express it through your voice. Pile 6. I also see in here, there's a man in this waterfall, if you can see. Let's look at that closely. There's a man in that waterfall that is opening his heart up to the gods, or to the heavens, basically, and really cleansing himself of the pain that he's been through in the past. I sense that you've had some heartache and some trials and tribulations, and that you may be in financial debt, or there may be some things that you need to release, but now is the time for you to let go of those restrictions, to move forward, and to follow a higher calling, really. And just to share love. It's about sharing love and joy with the world. It's a beautiful message for you, Pile 6. On that, let's move on to Pile 7. Hello, Pile 7. With the 7 of Hearts here, related to the 7 of Cups in the standard Rider-Waite Tarot deck, which is the card of fantasy, illusion, or confusion, not knowing what to choose, having multiple choices, and not knowing which one to take, or what's going to be the best for you in your current situation. But let's find out what your spirit animal is and why they're here with you right now. Oh, you have the koala spirit. Lovely. Beautiful. Spirit has a plan. Awesome. Okay. So you may be confused right now. You're not sure what's going on, but just know that there's a reason for it, because your guides have a plan for you, Pile 7. And your Angel Oracle card, attracting, not chasing. Anything or anyone you chase after will run the other way because of the fear underlying chasing energy. Instead, attract what you need by sending out love, gratitude, and welcoming energy. There you go. All right, I get it. I'm sensing for you. Ooh, just looking here. What I am seeing is that flower. Looks very similar to that one that I've got there. Not sure if you can see that. Anyway, just something I picked up on. I sense that you're at a time where you just know that there's something going on, but you don't actually know why or what you need to do next. I have a sense that you're on a spiritual path. There's an underlying feeling of just being unsettled or unsure, uncertainty right now. And maybe you're unsure as to why you're feeling it also, and you don't actually know what you're supposed to do. Or you've got multiple options even, possibly pile 7, and you just don't know which one to choose right now. And so what you're doing is maybe stressing about it too much a little bit, like you're in your own head and you're really starting to stress about it and trying to force an outcome or to really push towards a certain outcome. You're trying to choose one of these 7 cups just because you really want to get past this energy of uncertainty. But I really sense that it's time for you to just take a moment to stop, to pause, and to clear your mind, even just change paths or to do something completely different. Maybe go for a walk out in the bush and try and find a koala if you live in Australia. Or get down to the beach or by the water or something. Just sit out in nature, watch a movie, read a book. Just change what you're doing right now so that you can allow your mind to settle. And maybe when you actually aren't thinking about a certain situation, that you'll get some clarity on this situation that you're in, or you'll know what to do next, because I do sense that this is causing you a little bit of pain and anxiety, and it's just purely because you're confused and not sure what to do next. And I know how that feels, but yeah, let's find out what your guides say you should do by getting some information from your 5-cent tarot deck. With the indigo, the violet color here, it's more of a purple or a mauve actually. It's time to just really have faith in your guides or some higher wisdom, that when you relax a little bit like the koala spirit and just sort of chill out like a koala and just sort of sit in the tree, and koalas just sort of sit in the tree and don't really do a lot. They just they're all about just eating gum leaves and sleeping, really. I think it's time for you to just take a moment to chill and just know that the answers will come to you and you're not actually trying to force an outcome. First card that jumped out of the deck there for you, pile 7, is the 9 of matches in reverse. Exhaustion, struggle, and paranoia. Okay. I really sense that's the energy that you're in right now, or at least that's where you're headed if you don't sort of relinquish and surrender this energy and take some time out, that you're heading towards some paranoia, you're overthinking it. Let's get some further messages for you. Your next tarot card is the Star card, Renewal. Excellent, lovely. So when you do relinquish and you have faith in something bigger, and try and tap into that higher knowledge or wisdom, that you will get an answer. You will move beyond this energy, this stagnant phase. And the Star card is all about, really, it's about divinity, really. Tapping into divinity, into something bigger and having hope again. It's a beautiful card of renewed energy and feeling alive. You have the Page of Cups. Curiosity, vulnerability, and possibility. Okay. So, and intuition also. So the Seven of Cups is all about, well, it's about fantasy and confusion, but it can also be an opportunity, really. You've got 7 different cups here and to choose from. So there's 7 different options. There's opportunity here to grow or to learn something new or to really expand your knowledge. If you, what you could do, pile 7, is instead of looking at this from a place of, say, anxiety and struggle leading to paranoia and fear, just look at it as a growth opportunity, that you're learning, that you have the opportunity now to really try something new, and to push forward on a new path. And your final card, okay, there you go, is the Beyond card and the Soul, higher being, belief. Right, so you've got the Star card and the Beyond card, which are 2 major arcana cards, both related to a higher knowledge and having faith in something bigger than yourself. I think that you're being guided to really surrender this energy of not knowing and trying to force an outcome in a situation, that when you take some time out and just chill and be the koala spirit, which is guiding you right now, just take a nap or try not to think about it so much, then that information will come to you. I think your guides are really trying to give you a message right now, but it's kind of blocked because you're in this situation of just needing to know or wanting to know, and I completely understand what that's like. On that, pile 7, let's get another card from the Shamanic Medicine Oracle deck. There you go. Okay, wow. So you also have the North Star, pile 7, solitude. There you go. So take some time alone. Get out and spend some time on your own. Just read a book. Be on your own. Meditate. So you've got the polar bear here. You've had 2 spirit guides or spirit animals. You've got the polar bear and the koala spirit guiding you to really try and tap into some higher knowledge and to find your North Node, the North Star, which is trying to guide you through whatever it is that is stopping you and preventing you from moving forward right now. I sense that you too are on a path to really finding your purpose in life, to really finding your North Node, and to working out who you are and what your purpose in life is, which is a beautiful journey. But right now you're at a bit of a, not so much a crossroads, but you're just kind of stuck. But what you need to do is just chill, basically, not stress so much about it. And that's the message that I have for you, pile 7. Let's move on to pile 8. Hello, pile 8. You have the 8 of Spades related to the 8 of Swords in the Standard Tarot deck, which is the card of personal restriction through really overthinking things and being your own worst enemy, really. Just being in your own head and believing that you can or can't do something because you're being self-defeating. But it's not necessarily true that you can release yourself from this restriction by choosing to be positive or to see from a different perspective and see the way out of the situation. There is a way out. Let's find out what your spirit animal is by looking at your oracle cards. Right, there you go. Wow, awesome. Okay, you have number 44 and Panther Spirit. Reclaim your power, pile 8. Okay, it's time for you to take charge and take control. I think that you've been a little bit stuck or a little bit pessimistic, possibly a little bit negative towards yourself in the past, your recent past. Maybe you've had some setbacks or things just haven't worked out, or things just don't seem to be going the way they want. But you have the power here. You're really a powerful being that can take control. You're being asked to really take charge of your life. I also love the synchronicity. You've got 44, which is Well, it's a master number, so it means that you're being guided and protected. But 44 reduces to 8, so there's a beautiful synchronicity in that card. Noting also that 8 and 8, 88, is a very lucky, a very fortuitous number. 8 being the number of luck in like the lunar belief system. So not only can you have the ability to really free yourself from your own restrictions and to take back the power and have control over your life, pile 8, but I really sense that you can really turn it around. And your next card, pile 8, from the Angel Oracle deck is visualize abundance in all forms. Wow, okay, that's amazing. So God gave you such great spiritual power that everything you visualize eventually becomes reality. Hold a steady vision of that which is beautiful, healthful, positive, and filled with blessings. And that is what you will experience. You're being really called, pile 8, to change your mindset. You're in your head thinking that things haven't worked out for you because you have no control over the things that have happened, but you really have the opportunity now, if you change your mindset and your patterns, the way that you think, and start being positive and to take positive actions, to really manifest your dreams. So you've got 2 8s here, indicating that you're a very lucky and powerful group. Reclaim your power. That you're a powerful human being, and that you have the ability to bring abundance into your life through visualization and through taking real positive and sure steps towards a positive future. This is a beautiful reading already for you, pile 8. It's time for you to let go of those things that haven't been serving you, to change your mindset, and to really believe that you can tap into something that is going to bring in a magical future for you. Let's get some further messages from the 5 Cent Tarot deck. Your first card, pile 8. Judgment, rebirth, lovely. Your calling, okay, awakening. Awesome. So you've got the butterfly there, which is an indication that you are transforming and that you have the ability to transform your life, to come out of your cocoon and thinking that things just haven't worked out. To really break free of the shackles that have held you back, and to release yourself from that negative thought pattern in your mind, but to actually find your calling in life, which will lead you to ultimate success and happiness. You had the 4 of Needles, relaxation, meditation. So I sense that that's an indication that you could take some time to really medicate, maybe, to really meditate, and which will allow you to really tap into that higher wisdom and to work out what the next step is in your life. Meditation will also allow you to really find your life calling and how you can really serve the universe and manifest your dreams. Your next card, pile 8, is the card of 7 of Cups. In reverse, confusion and illusions, choices. And your final tarot card is the card of the Moon, in reverse, confusion and fear. Okay, so that's 2 cards there that indicate, or that have the word confusion in it. I sense that you really aren't quite sure right now what you need to do. You're a little confused about how you can turn your life around. But I really do sense that all you need to do is change your mindset, that you're a really powerful individual. And if you maybe write a list of the things that you know you can do and tick them off one step at a time, before you know it, you'll have made a lot of changes in your life, and you'll be a lot closer to really finding your true calling, and to really bringing in some amazing wealth and abundance into your life. I think you just need to get out of your head, pile 8, really. Because the Moon card also, when it's in the upright position, it's a card of of things not always being so clear and being held back so that you won't always know what's going on. But it's also a card of intuition and following your gut instincts. I think you just need to trust yourself a little bit more and stop overthinking things too. Your final card, pile 8, is the Buried in the Earth Transference card. Okay. That's a card related to tapping into some higher knowledge or ancestral knowledge. This man is being buried under the earth with his ancestors sort of undertaking a ritual above him. And it's really about surrendering your ego, in a sense, so that you can actually transform rebirth. You can be reborn into something that is more authentic and in line with your true calling and who you're supposed to be in life. This reading is really calling for you to just believe in yourself, pile 8, that you are a very powerful individual that can really tap into some luck and some fortitude and bring your dreams into reality, that you have abundance just waiting for you if you choose to let go of those thought patterns that aren't serving you, and to take one step at a time into really moving towards your dreams and trusting your intuition. It's a beautiful reading, pile 8. And on that, let's move on to pile 9. Welcome, pile 9, with the 9 of Cups, which is related, well, the 9 of Hearts, sorry, which is related to the 9 of Cups in the Standard Tarot, being the card of wish fulfillment and achieving your goals. Let's find out what your spirit animal is by looking at your oracle cards and why they're here with you. You have number 55, Snake Spirit, Time to Heal. Interesting. Your Angel Oracle card, No More Complaining. Okay, pile 9. You're getting a bit of a tap on the shoulder, I think, from your guides. Complaints are affirmations of victimhood, which is never true spiritually. Take back your God-given power by affirming that you have an abundance of choices and freedom. With your increased confidence and assertiveness, watch these positive affirmations blossom into reality. There you go. Okay. And it does mention in your No More Complainings card that with positive affirmations, you can blossom them into reality. So you've also got here with the Snake Spirit and healing. I do sense it's time to you to let go of these negative thought patterns. I do sense that you've been through quite a lot of challenges in life with the 9 of Cups. Basically, I see those as each one of those cups being an emotional struggle, something that person or the querent had to go through, like a mountain, like something that you've had to overcome, basically, but you've learned from it and you've become a stronger person through actually facing those challenges and defeating them, that it's time to really just take them head on and to stop complaining about them, I guess, pile 9, and to maybe ask for some help and guidance if you need it, and to really believe in yourself. It does say here that maybe positive affirmations are the way for you to actually get assistance and to change your mindset and to be able to blossom or to bring in your dreams into reality. And through that, I sense that when you actually change your mindset and stop complaining, that you'll start to heal both your mental body, but also your spiritual body, in terms of just letting go of some negative energy that isn't serving you anymore. On that, let's get some further insight for you, pile 9, from the 5-cent tarot deck. You've also got the number 55. 5 being the number of transformation or change, basically. It's time for you to change the way you see things, to change your mindset and your outlook on life. And I'm not saying that in a negative sense. I think you've probably had a lot of pain and challenges in life that you've had to overcome, but now is the time to really draw upon those and to see how strong you are, to see what you've learned from all of those lessons and tribulations that you've had to go through, and to start using them for the greater good in your life, to realize how powerful you are and what you can achieve when you put your mind to things. Oh, wow. Oh my. This group is really connected. These cards are flying out. This hasn't happened in any of the other numbers. Wow, that is amazing. Oh my god, the cards that have come out for you, Pile 9, are phenomenal. The first card that flew out is the Fool card, New Beginnings, spontaneity, free spirit, really looking at life from a place of joy and wonder, and being that child that just sees everything for the magic it is in reality, to not be afraid of anything, to take a leap of faith and to really get out there and to try new things, to not hold back. I sense that you've allowed your thought patterns and negativity to hold you back, but my god, you've also got the card here of the Beyond and the Soul, which is another major arcana card the creator of the Five Sendero Tarot has put in. Higher being and belief. You're really tapping into something quite amazing and phenomenal. I sense that you've got some deeper soul wisdom that is now, that you're really, that you're really tapping into, so that you can heal your mind and your spirit, so that you can really start moving forward and taking control of your life again. This is a beautiful reading. The next card that flew out also is another major arcana card, and also another new card from the Five Centauri creator, the Messenger, spirit guides, protection, divine signs. So wow, I'm getting shivers from this reading. Number 9, this is a beautiful and magical reading, and not really surprising, because 9 is like a highly spiritual number, about really being tapped in to a higher being or a higher realms and having connection to your spirit guides. I sense that you're really being asked now to just trust your intuition and to get out of your head, stop the negative thought patterns, so that your guides can really help you heal, to release some negative energy. Your guides are really trying to move you forward here, so that you can be like the Fool card, and progress your life with some further knowledge and wisdom. You're tapping into something deep in your subconscious, in your soul, that can really aid you and guide you in your journey of life. Oh my god. And the final card that you have, that's 4 major arcana cards that flew out of the deck there. I'm speechless, Pile 9. I'm actually getting some shivers right now. Wow, you are truly something amazing, and you're going through something quite special. I sense that it's really quite scary and eerie. I think that it's not an easy thing to change your life and to really change your mindset, and you've been through a lot of different challenges. Each one of those cups is a new emotional trophy and a reward for overcoming certain challenges in life, but you're being guided for something bigger and better. And I think it's really guiding you to let go of these restrictions. You're being asked and pushed towards moving beyond any restrictions or habits, addictions that you have, any negative thought patterns and fear, so that you can heal yourself and become this amazingly powerful and informed, wise individual. I'm going to get another card for you, actually. I haven't done this for any of the other decks, but any of the other piles, but I just sense that there's some more information that I need. I want to see what you're actually trying to achieve here. And just the way the cards flew out, you were really connected. Your guides really are trying to send you a strong message about how spiritually connected you are, but how much more so you can be if you just trust in your intuition Okay, that's all they want to give me, but I'm going to get one more anyway. Oh my god, wow, okay, wow, that's phenomenal. Wow, that's phenomenal. So there are 4 new major arcana cards that were created by the creator of the 5 Centauri deck. 2 of them are already here with the Messenger card and the Beyond card, and you've just found the next one. The Unknown card and Divine Faith. Oh my god, wow, pile 9, you are something truly special. You have a purpose in life. There's something that you are trying to achieve. I also see with 5 and 5 creating 10, 10 being the end of a cycle, 9 and 10 being the end of a hard cycle. You've overcome or you're overcoming some sort of karmic cycle or karmic debt that you've had to repay. And I really sense that when you choose to move on from anything that is not serving you anymore, pile 9, that you're going to tap into something truly amazing and that you have a gift to share with the world. It does say here the unknown. I sense that some things are meant to remain a mystery for you, but with divine faith, just continue to believe in something bigger, and to follow the messages from your spirit guides, because soon you'll be able to move out into the world and take a leap of faith and to really become something truly magical and amazing. On that pile 9, I'm just going to get a last message from the Shamanic Medicine Oracle deck. Wow, this is, I'm not surprised, because 9 being such a powerful and spiritual number, like, we've really saved the best for last here with this reading, pile 9. This is fucking amazing. Your last card, pile 9? Okay, wow, that's not surprising either. It's the card of altar and honoring. And that's about really, I don't think you need an explanation on that one, pile 9, but it's about really honoring a higher purpose, honoring your spirit guides, honoring the universe by setting an altar, undertaking spiritual rituals to enhance your spiritual gifts and to really open your higher chakras to this amazing and infinite wisdom that I think that you are going to be downloading very soon. It's also about, I think, undertaking certain rituals in order to be able to manifest your goals and dreams. I'm really speechless. This is a beautiful reading, and it's time to just to do the hard work and to let go of the negative thought patterns that are holding you back, because you've got some really, truly special and amazing things coming in for you very soon. And that's all I have for you, pile 9. Thank you, and I'll see you in the next reading. Bye.